Today we have a group of teachers, about 60 of them, that are going to experience what we call the weightless flight and the discovery of the zero gravity that experience that comes with it. So this is to entice them and students to further their educations and involvement in science and engineering.
Chase up at the front of the aircraft is going to be our flight specialist today. Chase will be using the megaphone in the back of the floating area about where he's at now, letting you know what to do for each parabola. Don't forget to repeat what Chase says. Make sure that you know what's going on. Our flight photographer Steve is up at the front of the aircraft right now. You've already met Steve. Steve's going to be capturing all the excitement on film, so when he's near you, make sure that you're looking at Steve and smiling big with those experiments.
You are going to be following a specific profile. You're welcome to work with your coach on your flight and do any of these things, but we do want to make sure that you get all that, the experiments and everything that you've worked on so hard back to your students. So you'll be able to do some of those, but please keep in mind that you'll be able to, you'll be working mostly on your experiment profile.
At the workshop, we do offer them a range of experiments that they can perform when they're in the zero gravity environment. But we also allow them to come up with ideas of their own and to actually work with their students in the classroom to come up with experiments that they'd like to conduct while they're in that environment. And so we work with them, be sure that it's going to be okay for them to do and safe while they're up there. And then we videotape them, and then they go back into the classroom, share that experience with the students, and they find out if their experiments actually did what they thought they'd do. But it's a learning experience either way. Very popular experiment is just the teacher toss. It's a very simple experiment to perform, but it's one that really does show, how how you'll react in that environment. So they usually take the heaviest teacher and have two of the lightest teachers toss the teacher back and forth. And so they really don't have any weight when they're in a zero gravity environment.
Sorry about that.
In this year we did 8 tours, we did over the past 3 years about 1,000 people in these flights. The Northrup Grumman Foundation that has sponsored this, and you'll probably hear a little bit more about that. But from our standpoint here locally, this is the Chicagoland teachers community that we're involved in. We do have teachers from Indiana, Minnesota, and Wisconsin, Missouri as well. But we're interested in working with the schools here, making sure the teachers, if they need something from us in order to keep the excitement going, we at Northrup Grumman can help with that. We have a very good facility in Rolling Meadows, 2,500 people, largest defense employer in the state of Illinois. 40% of our staff is engineering and technical people. So right now those bags of beads and other elements are the experiments that they're going to run and show what the weightlessness actually does that they will experience. They'll go back and they'll talk to their students about it, talk to their local boards and communities, and just be able to energize them more on science and engineering, but also to convey a great experience that they had.